A day in the life of a digital nomad. I thought I would share a little bit about what I'm doing this week. I I have scheduled myself for a mini content creation boot camp for myself. I booked an Airbnb locally and for 2 days, and I've plotted out my plans for how I'm going to be creating content over the next 48 hours. It's going to be pretty intense. So, first of all, my name is Amy Palmer. I am your GenX Big Sister. I talk about all things pretirement. And pretirement is that last 10 to 15 years-ish before you are fully ready to retire. It is crafting a life different than what you've done before, but still earning income, still bringing in revenue because you're not fully ready for that full retirement experience. And so part of my pretirement has been content creation in a lot of different mediums. I started with my podcast, and then I started to really focus on Instagram for quite a while. Then I moved to Threads, and now I'm here on YouTube. And I've been doing this for about 3.5 years-ish, refining my message, refining what I'm doing and how I'm serving, and figuring out exactly, what it is I want to do and how I can earn money doing it, etc. And right now I'm on this YouTube journey, and I'm on a challenge of posting on YouTube every single day. So this is part of that challenge. And the purpose behind that challenge is to build the muscle and to get used to it. It just so happened that the icing on the cake is that my channel became monetized after my 48th-ish video. I'm now at, I think, 80 something videos. All I know is that the 100-day challenge, and for me, ends on April 10th. And because I'm a nomad, what that means is I move around from place to place. If you've been following this channel, you saw me when I was in Myrtle Beach with my parents. I drove them down there to their winter home and got to enjoy some ocean time. And then after that, I came to their permanent home because it's mainly empty. My brother stays there as well. And so the challenge turns out to be sometimes finding the time and the place and the space to record content. And I'm sure you've noticed that. If you've watched some of my videos, some of them are done, they're in different rooms all the time. Sometimes I have to use a virtual background because I just can't find anything aesthetically pleasing. And sometimes I try to do them out in the wild, but that, as you can imagine, is very unpredictable. You never know what's going on or what's going to happen. Also, taking care of audio, making sure that, I have a decent level of audio. I have gotten complaints on this channel on my audio quality. I'm not trying to be, a professional full-blown production company. And I'm just trying to get used to what is it that I'm saying? What is it that I'm teaching? What is it that I'm learning? What can I share with you? Like, I'm trying to hone my message and get in the habit of doing this. So I got the idea as a result of my Thailand experience back in November. I had 2 different events that I attended in Thailand, one in Chiang Mai, one in Bangkok. Both of them were with my coach, Gloa Tanmo, part of her Life Leap program. Highly recommend, by the way. And one of the things that was effective for me, and I had never approached my work this way, was scheduling a block of time where we just film, content, just like film, like a full production day of film, nothing but filming, recording. Maybe filming's not the right word, but recording content. I did, and like we worked on a complete digital product and got a complete digital product done in one day in the Chiang Mai boot camp. And then in the Bangkok boot camp, I filmed was it a 12-part series, 14-part series, something like that, about my grown-up gap year. All I think it was the 15 types of women who deserve a grown-up gap year, that series. Did that all in one day. Now, what it took was a lot of advanced planning out the content, planning out a little bit about like what I wanted to say without scripting. I don't script my content because I want to give room for authentic thought and pivoting and just, sort of going in different directions. So I had each episode plotted out, and then I had bullet points to prompt themes or things that I wanted to talk about. And just before we would shoot, just before we would hit record on the camera, I would just look at my notes, look at those bullet points, and then that's it. And then just go to the camera and do my thing. Now that was for a series of shorts. You actually can check it out on this channel. I created a playlist, 15 types of women who deserve a grown-up gap year. You can get a sense of what I did there. And then I did like all the editing and post-production afterwards. But I was able to get a lot accomplished. And I realized that applying that same approach could definitely help with what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel. So for the next 2 days, first I'm going to be recording the 100th episode of the Blueprint Breakers podcast. I am like over the moon about reaching this milestone. So I'm going to be working on that first. So stay tuned because I'm going to be releasing it probably, I think, next week. And that will be on the Blueprint Breakers podcast playlist here on this channel as well. And then I also have a series, a pretirement series. If I was to start my pretirement now, what would I do? And that's as a result of a lot of your questions, your comments, your feedback, the things that's been on your mind. Many of you desire making a change or tweaking or like redesigning this phase of your life. And so I just thought I would share a little bit of what I would do if I was like beginning right now. So I'm going to be filming that series over the next 2 days. That's going to be longer form videos that'll be found here on the YouTube channel. And then I have a couple more long form videos. One, I'm going to be talking about ways to all the different ways that you can generate revenue and income during your pretirement. If you're trying to, like, I've been promoting having multiple streams of income. I've been promoting, getting that set up for yourself so that you've got the freedom and you've got the flexibility and you've got some financial stability. So I'm going to share a lot of the ideas that either I've used or people I know have used, or I'm going to share all of that in a long form video. And then the other one is I'm going to share how to get contract work, freelance contract, freelance consulting, those types of things. It's no secret that as part of my digital creative agency, which all of these efforts are all a part of, one branch of that agency is in doing longer term projects and contracts with companies. And that does tend to be a more lucrative way to have an ongoing revenue stream coming in, and how to making sure that you've got a couple different ones of those. And that way, the way that I've set it up is I have a couple of longer term clients, and that gives me a nice foundation to give me the peace of mind and the freedom to be able to be really creative and out there and doing my thing creatively with all the other content that I'm building, all the other groups that I'm doing, with my monthly Gen X Women coffee chats, and with the Permission to Pause workshop. And I've got something new coming for that as well. So it's going to be a pretty intense next couple of days. I just got here about an hour ago. So I'm like trying to get like my cameras and my lighting and everything all set up and ready to go. But I thought I'd get my daily video done first. And I may even do a YouTube live tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure. So I might do a live tomorrow to talk about the experience and how it's going, and to answer any of your questions about this lifestyle and this approach, to see if there's anything that would be helpful for you. So again, remember to like and subscribe to this channel. My name is Amy Palmer. I am your Gen X Big Sister, and I am signing out.